What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lockdown 23-1. Today, I think I got like 2 or 3 clips for you, and the first one's coming from Rhode Island. I've been following this case since it first happened, I think about a year and a half ago, maybe a little longer, I don't know. It's regarding a Hells Angel president. I'm not going to talk too much about the situation. I'll let the news channel do it. But his court cases finally came to an end, so let's see what happened.
First tonight, breaking news in a case the Target 12 investigators have been tracking from the beginning. The head of the Rhode Island chapter of the Hells Angels has changed his plea and will serve time in prison.
The case stems from a broad daylight shooting 2 years ago that investigators say happened because of a fight between the Hells Angels and another man.
Target 12 investigator Tim White was at court today. He joins us now with the exclusive details.
Before we get into the details, you heard what he said. He changed his plea. A lot of people have a horrible outlook on plea bargains, almost as though they're not allowed to do them. Think again, man. Whoever the hell says, hey, don't jump on no plea bargains, it's like working with the state, they're morons.
In September, Joseph Lancia told the judge he wanted to take this case to trial, but today in Providence Superior Court, he pleaded no contest to 3 charges in a plea deal with prosecutors. Lancia was sentenced to 5 years in prison. With about a dozen full-patch members of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club in the courtroom on hand, 30-year-old Joseph Lancia changed his plea from not guilty to no contest. State police say in June 2019, Lancia fired a gun at this truck as it drove by the Hells Angels headquarters. It was driven by Richard Starnino, who investigators have said was a prospect for the biker club but got into a beef with Lancia. The state police raided the clubhouse on Messer Street in Providence the day of the shooting.
Wow, man, that's crazy. A failed prospect. For anybody that doesn't know what a prospect is, it's someone that they're interested in possibly joining their club. A lot of people make it and a lot of people fail. What do you do when you fail? You just keep it moving. But obviously with this prospect, shit just hit the fan. Facts here is you're taking a huge risk shooting in broad daylight, man. Now, with this guy failing as a prospect or coming into some kind of beefs with the president, had to been something pretty treacherous for him to shoot at him. And to me, it looks like homeboy driving was lucky because that shit hit the driver door, right?
Superior Court Judge Kristen Rogers sentenced Lancia to 5 years in prison with 10 years of probation on the gun case and a suspended 3-year sentence after he knocked out an off-duty bouncer at the Cadillac Lounge strip club while on bail. Lancia must return to court on February 18th to begin his prison term. Rogers had a stern warning for him.
If that ain't the biker's life, I don't know what is. Knocking out bouncers at strip clubs, what was it called? The Cadillac? I mean, that right there in itself is like a staple in a biker's life. And then even at the end of the road, he has what a lot of people don't have in the courtroom, his homeboys.
Should you not appear in a timely manner, and I'm talking 5 minutes late, or if there are any violations of your release.
Lancia would have to serve 18 years behind bars. Outside court, Lancia declined to comment. His attorney is Joseph Ficola. Joe, why did your client change his plea?
We thought it was in his best interest to do so, and he wanted to put these matters behind him.
Also changing his plea, Hells Angels member Lance Imore, who prosecutors say removed surveillance equipment from the clubhouse to dispose of video evidence of the shooting.
Hold on, man. That dude is massive. He's gonna go into the damn Rhode Island penitentiary. Run that shit. I can almost guarantee it, man. I remember interviewing someone who did some time in Rhode Island, man. It doesn't seem that bad, man. I think they got PlayStations up there and all kinds of stuff, but still, homeboy looks like the dude from Ong Bak, where he had to jump and beat him up with elephant bones. Guy's massive as hell, bruh. Got his homeboys by his side. If I was at that courtroom and seen these guys coming out, I'd be like, hey, fellas, hey, can I buy y'all a drink sometime, huh? Take it easy. Autograph?
Court, Lancia declined to comment. His attorney is Joseph Ficola. Joe, why did your client...
Joseph Ficola is his attorney, ladies and gentlemen. Rhode Island, listen up. This is the cream of the crop right here.
And change his plea.
We thought it was in his best interest to do so, and he wanted to put these matters behind him.
Shortly after the hearing, Attorney General Peter Nerona said in a statement, in part, regardless of what the references are in pop culture, the only thing the defendant and his association with a known criminal gang represents is a risk to the safety of Rhode Islanders.
Regardless of what the references are in pop culture, the only thing the defendant and his association with known criminal gang represents is a risk to the safety of Rhode Islanders. It's not a gang, man. It's a club. How many times we got to tell you all this? And I seriously don't think pop culture is influencing this group. I'm pretty sure this shit's been around before pop culture. How the hell can the Attorney General say something wild like that, man? That was kind of disrespectful if you were to ask me.
Again, Lancia is scheduled to report to prison next month. With the Target 12 investigators, Tim White, 12 News.
I miss my mom back. I miss everybody back.
Look, this is my first time in here.
Yeah, we're still not ready yet. Okay, this should be coming your way tomorrow. Part 2, inside Texas jail. It's an emotional roller coaster, so we got to prepare ourselves. So I got one more wild clip for y'all today, and as you can see, it says in this video from LA County jail cameras, a retired sheriff's homicide detective entered the men's central jail in LA County in a deputy's uniform and leaves a plastic bag and cup in the inmate's chapel. The thing that gets me here is he's not even a deputy. He's a retired homicide detective. Where'd he get the uniform from? Who knows? I'm sure he has plenty of connections, and some of them are obviously inmates. I've told plenty of stories about what really goes on in these prison chapels. The jails I was in, they didn't have a chapel you could go into, but in prison they did. And most people that went there were trying to do dirty things. Why there? Because it's a perfect place to transport goods. I mean, everybody from all the buildings comes to the chapel at the same time. You know, so, and that's with anything, any kind of extracurricular activity. I mean, just going to chow or meeting someone up at the library at a perfect time. All kinds of ways to transport contraband from one place to another. It's crazy to think that he's not even a deputy and he's just walking right through everything. Nice floors. Things are buffed. Walking right past all his employees, or wait, it's not his employees, he doesn't even work there. Nice little chapel, man, that's crazy they're doing it in the chapel. He dumps it over there behind the little railing, and he's on his way. Moments later, the inmate rolls in, snags up the pack. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've heard a lot of stories about LA County and their prison system, man. These guards are in the mix just as much as the inmates. Not all of them, you know, but at the same time, that's every prison. It's not just California, man. Everywhere you go, there's gonna be someone dirty in it. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, another one for the record books. And speaking of Rhode Island, I think the dude that I interviewed from Rhode Island is about to be out. I was talking to his family at one point on Skype, but I don't even have that account no more, so I gotta figure out how to get in contact with him. Good dude, man, but his dad was a Hell's Angel as well, and he has some stories to go with it. If you want to go check out the interview, I'll leave it pinned in the comments section for y'all to check it out. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I salute to every last one of you been supporting me since the beginning, and everybody who's just now joining the lockdown compound. Y'all be safe and stay tuned for the part 2 coming from that Texas jail.
It leaves your